variety of angles. So
it's not an issue.
yeah. But it's strictly for lifting an individual. It's not a hoist for, equipment or anything.
Right. Yeah. I'm just saying because like if you had to lower someone down through the lacing of the boom or the drag line, more than likely the rope's not going to have a straight shot to the ground. It's going to go over a pipe,
Right,
or through a weld or something like that. There's spatter usually, weld spatter that's usually on the boom.
In here?
yeah,
So
there is that angle, yeah.
So right. So if the rope had to like graze against some weld spatter or something like that as you're lowering someone down.
I guess that's just the weight of the rope is supposed to hit it to whatever. So just
Right, yeah, that has to have an anchor point to connect to. The other thing I remember we talked about,
on round webbing though.
Yeah, not so well.
yeah,
You could fab one.
Tack weld that sucker down real fast, I guess. More likely to be welding up there anyways.
oh yeah.
You could fab one. What's the diameter of the lacing of the boom?
It's all different.
Yeah.
10 inch or 8 inch.
Adjustable. So, okay.
Yeah.
Give you a problem.
So the other option was doing the self-rescue yo-yos that have the built-in rescue mode. Set it in green. If I did fall, it'll lock up and then lower me down to the ground. But you have to move this to every place you're going to be working. That was the one hindrance because this is 50 foot of cable. If you wanted something that was, 120, it's going to be, 50 plus pounds. So.
You guys go on the yo-yo? Is that usually what you use in your outfit?
I usually use a yo-yo.
You should have, do you have a twin-legged yo-yo or a single-legged yo-yo? Twin-legged yo-yo because every time you move, you're 100% tied off. If I have a single leg and I'm out where I'm not tied off and when I unclip, I'm putting myself at risk. So I need to spider climb back and forth off of the catwalk with a twin-legged. And this just hooks up right back by my back D-ring. And then it's, it won't burn if I, get welding back on it. So, yeah. But you should have a twin-legged for 100% tie-off every time I'm moving. And then you can get the bigger hooks, which should be at a clip almost around anything out there, I would believe.
How big do they get?
About 3-inch gate openings.
Say that again?
3-inch gate openings.
So that wouldn't go around any of the,
Handrail and stuff.
but they're not weight rated, are they?
No, but I mean, I even watched the M-Shot guy use the handrail and he's 100% tie off like he's walking the boom. That's the only thing you got to tie off to. You're walking the boom.
Some of the cross out there, I thought I could actually get around there.
You can go around any of the lacings and stuff, but
But if you're moving up,
if you're moving up, all you have is some handrailing.
Oh, okay. Right. We do have an option for tie-back lanyards
Oh, geez, I could use
that you can wrap back
6
around
foot,
the lanyard, but it is slower when you're moving. So the wrap backs.
You go around something really big and then you hook it to
It has a
yourself.
hooks back on the webbing portion, and it is thicker, so you don't have to worry about the welding slag hitting back on it. Worst case scenario, an option.
Anybody got any questions?
Let's see if Billy can figure out how to use the rescue stick. Aren't you the safety guy when Matt's gone?
So, any notes on the? Do you ever use the small? Do we have the small lanyards in a bag that are good for 20 foot or something like that, or 50 foot?
Never even seen it.
Oh, are they? I don't know what else. I thought we have a 30-foot one or something that.
Well, we have another one of these things.
No, we don't.
One, I thought we had a different brand one.
I haven't seen it.
You might have a 30-foot or 20-foot Miller yo-yo. I know I've seen a couple of those.
or you put them on the backpack thing down there.
thought we had an older system to this that we had for the drag line. That was like a weird brand that made the a lot out. We had instructions how to use it.
Is this the one we got when Dave was the safety guy?
Yeah, this is the second one. We had the first one.
I found a bag in cold storage that had some old miscellaneous ropes and pulleys in it, but I didn't find
I remember looking at it, it was silver a long time ago.
it might be in cold storage somewhere. I mean, Doug, you found it for me that one day, that old box that said safety gear.
So even with that old version with the snap hooks, it would be out of compliance and have to be sent back and recertified as well.
Any other suggestions for, I mean, if it's not at the drag line or you just...
Well, yeah, anytime working at heights, I would identify what's my rescue plan wherever I'm sending anybody to an unusual location, and then first off, make sure they have the trauma straps on their harness, but the rescue plan needs to be universal across the board. You know, if you have a rescue plan on the drag line, and I send somebody to do additional work somewhere else, even on the aerial lift, what's the rescue plan? You know, 911 is not the rescue plan.
So step one would be getting those trauma straps out before you would even start screwing around with that thing.
Right. Oh yeah. Trauma straps need to be on the harness as part of a universal, be it just working out of an aerial lift or I'm getting up 4 feet working on the equipment here.
But even if like if Jim fell, before I would even go to get this lowering device, he needs
to deploy his trauma straps. Yep.
Because that increases your time
Right. Takes
to
that
be
pressure
able
off.
to...
Yeah. Because remember, when you wear a harness, that leg strap is coming across that femoral artery right there, and if that pressure is on there, the blood's going to stop flowing. Bad blood is going to build up in your legs, and after 15, 20 minutes, depending on your age, etc., the clot could cut loose, hit your heart, lung, brain, and then your toes.
Isn't there a different style harness you can get that you can kind of sit into? Like
No,
a climber's harness?
Well, no. I mean, they all kind of do the same thing, but they still put the pressure there. But once you step into the trauma straps, they do that. We do have self-rescue packs now, but you have to carry them on your back. But the max length on those is only 100 feet, and it's about a 6-pound pack that you're wearing on your back. But yeah, if I got to send longer than 100 foot, then this is my rescue plan. Something like that.
So a climber's harness and say like a fall protection harness are pretty much the same thing?
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, but the problem with that, you know, those climber harnesses, they're designed for climbing strictly, and then you have your industrial harnesses, yeah. But they all have that same, you do see some of the harnesses have a connection here, but even when I fall, that's going to slide up and move and go across that artery. So, and then there are rescue harnesses that you'll see that connection. You'll see some of the linemen have that same kind of connection as well. So yeah, but they are a little bit more money just because of that design. So, yeah. And then remember, once I get my fallen coworker down to the ground, what position do I want to make sure I put them in? I do not lay a fall protection victim flat on their back. I want to make sure they're in a 45-degree angle. Keep the heart above the bad blood. If they hung for 20 minutes before I got them down on the ground, I'd leave them on the ground for 20 minutes until a one-to-one recovery action. And once EMTs, paramedics get here, you make sure you tell them it's a fall protection trauma incident and they don't lay them flat. Okay, we want to keep that bad blood in this position, get them, lean them up against something, whatever I can do to keep the heart above the bad blood. Okay.
Questions, anyone?
Nobody's asked me about the lanyard on my hard hat.
What about your lanyard on your hard hat?
I just want you guys to know, don't shoot the messenger. Guess what's coming? Drop tool object programs. Okay?
For OSHA or MSHA?
It'll be across the board. It's coming. So any kind of tool working 4 feet off the ground, you're gonna have to figure out how to tether it off. It's not the straight down drops, it's the drops where it can potentially ping across the shop, out in the field.
So a sledgehammer doesn't necessarily need to be tethered to you, it just needs to be tethered.
Tethered, correct.
How are you supposed to use,
Drag-leg boom or whatever.
how are you supposed to use a sledgehammer when the handle's tied off?
Everything could be tied off, you'll be amazed.
That kind of seemed like it would increase my odds of falling off the boom.
Correct, oh yeah, because the tool, anything heavier than 5 pounds needs to be anchored off on the structure, the aerial lift, the building, whatever. Anything under 5 pounds, I can anchor it off on myself.
I mean, we got big hammers here. We're taking 25-pound hammers up there. How am I supposed to swing it when it's tied off to something?
Oh yeah, I mean they have, there's long tethers, yeah.
No, but it just gets in your way. I mean, it's
Oh, I
already
know.
awkward enough standing on a piece of pipe and hitting something that's
It
out
takes
in front
2
of you.
people. You'll have to have one person hold the rope out of your way.
I think Dakota just got nominated for all the hammers.
Yeah, but unfortunately, everything in OSHA is written in blood, you know, as they say. On average, in the last 4 to 5 years, there's been over 50,000 incidents where there's been a drop tool on a construction site across the board in all of the industries.
So we're going to start seeing hammer handles with eyes on them?
There'll be
off?
connection point, yes. Next time, the Snap-on guy, the Milwaukee guy, the Walt guy, they all are starting to have them.
Huh.
They got boots that you can put your power tools in, the same deal. Yeah, and it's coming, Just like I told the linemen, their last days of free climbing were over. And sure enough, they have to climb with a fall restraining device now, so.
That's why you got your hat tethered? Is that part of it?
That's right, it's all part of it,
Even though it's under 5 pounds?
correct. Because if it fell from a building and swooshed, be like, you know, yeah.
Dang it.
Guys have lost teeth, you know, cut in the face from hard hats falling off job sites. So, yeah. So like on the slope, this tethers are required. Yeah. At Pogo Mine, tethers are required. Coors Mine site, tethers are required. Yeah. So yeah, again, don't shoot the messenger. No. But any questions back to the R500 at any time, you guys have my name and number. Been doing this for 10 years. I'll do it another 10 years, running the road back and forth between Anchorage and Fairbanks. And if next time you have doing something on the drag line, do a practice, I'll gladly come back up and, you know, walk everybody through it again. So,
Well, thanks. Yeah.
right on. No, thank you guys. Appreciate your time as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, very much. Thank you.
He wants his picture
Oh,
taken.
I think I got
Put a camera on.